my late father, he'd say, Nikotkai, this is my home.
It's so peaceful here. Just beautiful country to live here.
We have such beautiful land.
But as soon as I see this area, I know I'm home. There was real thought behind the ancestors choosing this area. The vision for the future has always been partly crucial to the land that was chosen.
So today is Monday morning. We're starting our field excavations at the Royal Jubilee home at the Piikani First Nation. We're starting our field program with a basic strategy of test pit sampling the site. What I'm more interested with this particular part of the project is to see the institutional spaces and how institutional spaces influence the choices that Piikani people made. So we really do have this gap in the historic record. Using archaeological methods to at least fill in some of those gaps, because the material culture record that we find in the ground will give us some idea on how people adopted or absorbed this new culture that was coming. So this is the telltale sign that it's a scapula. This is the point of articulation to the humerus. And then this little notch in here culminating with a little spur. The material culture record will augment what we're finding in the archives and also give us an idea of how Piikani people accommodated this new culture, because there was a lot of new ideas, new material that were flooding into their lives, into their community, and it couldn't help but influence their worldview. In addition to being a school, it was a working farm, and one of the objectives of the missionaries was to teach the children modern farm life. And I would like to know whether that those impressions or that mental template that they provided actually translated into farming community in the way that the missionaries intended. In addition to doing the farming of grains and vegetables, there was also ranching. So did the people continue the lessons they learned at the school, or did they come up with their own ideas as they took on this new lifestyle? One of the things I'm doing with this project is to look into the history of the community of Brockett and the Piikani First Nation. I hope to give people some idea how the community has changed, how the village has changed. In doing this, I want to invite people to sit in front of this camera and to tell me about their memories of Brockett, maybe even share, some stories that maybe their elders told them.
Like I know the brown with the white.
So everybody had a different way of surviving. So the roundup was about 3,500 head of cows in the 50s. Everybody would come out to see their cows, brand their calves.
Our community was like a big extended family.
It was really different that time.
I grew up with my dad taking me all over the place.
Everybody was out on their farms. There was nobody living right in the little town of Brockett.
Everybody shared and helped each other.
I was one of the only kids that went to day school, never went to residential school until later on.
We have lost a lot of the old structures, like the residential schools. All we have is the pictures to go by.
It was a railroad station.
Like I remember going to Washington to pick strawberries and riding the train.
People would still go hunting, and you'd see people living in the timber.
And that's what they would do at the Crow Lodge. And a lot of community members would go down, fill up their wagons, take their family down there, and spend a couple days down there and just get together, gather, sing songs, dance.
Look at that buffalo jump up there. And these rocks where our ancestors used to live at one time. You know, if you go there, you still see the teepee rings and where they camped. Those things are, I guess, still alive, and they'll always be.
Thing that I like is the sense of culture, being able to see the different culture here and learning it, but also being able to establish your roots and who you are.
Don't anybody move.